From News 9 and the News on 6, Final Four Blitz, live from San Antonio.
And it was all free for the thousands of fans who showed up in the Alamo Dome today. A dunk fest as all four Final Four teams participated in public workouts. You can say this is a public workout of sorts. Welcome to the Riverwalk here in San Antonio, outside Mad Dogs, I believe is the place where we are. John and Dean here, and boy, it's at a fever pitch now, isn't it?
Well, it's a time for no fear if you're a player. You go to bed tonight thinking about the big game tomorrow, it's no fear. People here are fearless, but and they were on the floor today with the dunk-a-thon. But seriously, this is one of those times that if you have any fear in your blood, it comes out. But most of these warriors don't.
Well, you know, people who've been through this before tend to have an advantage, and one of those is Eddie Sutton. As we take a look at the Cowboys practicing today, they were the third of four teams to go through their public workout, and plenty of orange in the stands greeting them and cheering them on, even though it was just kind of layup drills and that sort of thing.
Well, 3 Hall of Fame coaches. You have Calhoun, Connecticut. Of course, you have Coach K from Duke, and Eddie Sutton, soon to be a Hall of Fame member.
And during his news conference prior to practice, Eddie Sutton did a little reminiscing about a couple of other Hall of Fame coaches.
I'll never forget one time Adolph Rupp and Mr. Iba down on hands and knees about 3 o'clock in the morning, and Mr. Iba had the Coca-Cola bottle, 6-ounce bottles, and Mr. Rupp had the 7-Up bottles, and they were down there, and both of them, I think, had a little Jack Daniels or something, and they were down there arguing about running plays with these bottles. And I'll never forget, Mr. Rupp said, "Henry, that won't work." Mr. Iba, that deep voice, "The hell it won't, Adolph."
Hey, you think Eddie Sutton wasn't enjoying himself, that he's getting a little over the hill? Check this out with the OSU band at the end of practice today. That was fun.
Well, the bad hip, 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 hooray. The Cowboy fans saying, Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. And, you know, he's just reached a new level the last few years. He's been a fantastic coach all along, seeking his first national championship. There's a lot of people pulling for him, including Dickie V.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yes.
Yeah,
Even though I think he's still picking UConn, but he wants Eddie Sutton to win.
Yeah.
How that's going to work out, we don't know. We still have Saturday to get through before we would get to Monday night. That's what it says on the calendar. All right, we have a lot more coming your way tonight on the special edition of the Final Four Blitz. On the other side, we'll break things down a bit. Also take a look at Duke and UConn, too. Stay tuned. Back here live at the Riverwalk in San Antonio. We're at Mad Dogs. There's some Englishmen here. All we're missing is the midday sun, I think.
I had a teammate named Mad Dog one time, and Mad Dog wasn't 2020, but he can get after it.
Speaking of guys who can get after it, Georgia Tech has a guy, Ismail Muhammad, Dean, who has been voted by several different organizations as the best dunker in college basketball.
Yeah, you know, he has to go a ways to be that, but he's very explosive, very, very athletic. He's a little bit of a liability from 10 feet and out. He's a bad free throw shooter, but he is a guy that will match up with OSU pretty well.
Yeah, he's also considered their best on-the-ball defender. He's very athletic, but you know what? We've heard of very athletic guys when it comes to OSU, and that's where Joey Graham and Tony Allen come in. As we take a look at them for practice today, again, a great crowd for the Cowboys, but Tony Allen, well, you know, he's a little smaller than Muhammad, so you would think that Muhammad would match up with Joey Graham at 6'7".